move our bodies for 2 minutes before we get started here. So just maybe starting to stretch. Yes. There you are. I see you. Maybe just starting to, move that neck. And just acknowledging what is here now. As we start this beautiful practice together. Maybe we feel in our body, maybe we feel out of our body. Just noticing, just observe it. And as we continue to dance, I want you to feel your body. Starting with your fingertips, maybe moving the wrists. So good, yeah. Maybe moving our neck. Maybe moving the jaw. Yeah, there you are. And then maybe moving our shoulders. There you go. Yeah, maybe it's slow movement today. Maybe you're feeling a little frisky, a little sexy, or maybe you're just feeling playful. Let whatever needs to be here be in the room right here, right now, your truth. There you are. Maybe you're stomping your feet. Maybe you're feeling pissed and angry today. You just want to get that shit out. Yeah. Yes, Katie. Good. Good. Beautiful. And then just feeling into your body. What does your body want to say today? How do you feel like you want to express yourself? Yeah, there you are. Maybe it's slow and juicy. Yeah. Maybe you want to play with the energy around you, just feeling into your field. What color is here? What is the texture surrounding you? Yeah. There you go. Continuing to lean into your truth, who you are. Letting go of any shame, anything holding you back from being fully here. We have an intimate group today. This is going to be epic. I cannot wait. All right, now if you want it, just jump it out. Here we go. Woo. Just shake and move the energy. I know I need it this morning. Woo. Yes, letting the energy in your body just continue to move like a wave. There you go. Yes. Hey. Yes, Joanne. Get it, girl. Woo! Aleda, I see you. Glad you're here. Woo! Just a little bit longer. Give yourself, what do you need? We're always reaching ahead of ourselves. What if we dialed it back right now and just allowed whatever needs to be here? There you are. Woo! Good. Good. Letting it all go. This is not a performance. This is our power coming back to ourselves. Good. Let go of the need for it to look cool or good. Let your inner weirdo be here. She cute. I like her. So good. Yes, Arita. Woo. Almost there, ladies. Maybe taking some nice big deep breaths with the movement. Grounding ourselves into the earth and just allowing the earth to pulsate under our feet. Yeah, there you go. Bringing in this beautiful energy into this container. Every energy in here counts. There you are. Woo! Beautiful. All right, y'all. Hey. Amazing, amazing. Whenever you feel ready, we'll come back into the camera. Woo. Wait, I'm not ready yet. A little more, a little more. Yes, Jean. Joy, let joy be here, even if there's pain. Both can be here. Woo. Wow, this is a long remix. All right, we're still going. Let's go. Whipping your hair around. Hey. So good. Welcome, ladies. Good freaking morning to my West Coast. Good evening to my Europeans. And good afternoon to my East Coasters. We have a beautiful lineup today
of Embodied Leadership. So I'm so excited to chat with you guys about all of that, and just thrilled to be doing what I love. I love doing this, and so just being able to be in a container, whether it's a small group, a large group, every time I know the exact people who are meant to be there are here. So every energy in this room, in this container, counts. And so your presence, your awareness, your openness is going to be valuable not only for yourself, but every other person that's in the container today as well. So just to give you guys an overview, I'm going to try my best to be complete by 11:30. I'm not very good at that, but I'm going to really try. Today, I would love to go over embodied leadership, what that means. I'm also going to start with, we do have an offer. I always forget to say this until the end of the call, so I'm starting with it today. We have a beautiful offer that we'll be handing out. I know Jean's in here. There's a couple of you that are already in this program, She Code. And so just to sprinkle a little dust right now, we have 40% off up until midnight today for She Code. So I'm just sprinkling that in now. We'll send you guys that all at the end. And so we'll get into that in a little bit. Also, who have I not met before in here? I've met you all. Joanne. Okay. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you. So my name is Michelle Argris. I always forget to do my intro as well. I'm a breathwork somatic coach, and I really focus on integration. So my love is to show up in especially women containers. I made this one co-ed, but of course we're all ladies in here. I knew that would happen. And be able to find safety in our body to be fully expressed, fully in alignment. And what does that even mean? What does it even mean to be fully in alignment, to feel good in your body while still being able to achieve the success that we want or the success that we were told to have? Is it even true? What does success even freaking mean, right? I always say, if you're doing 100%, it's at a cost. And I know some of you signed up, you saw the, how can we be successful without it costing so much? And that could be time, that could be money, it could be joy, it could be feeling good in our freaking bodies, right? What is success? And so what if we redefined that the idea of success was 80%? What if that extra 20% grace actually gave us space to feel good in our body while still executing all the things that we need to do? Yeah, you're so welcome, Jean. I'm just looking in the chat here. Yeah, Roki, I'm so happy to have you, right? So I want to today start to identify individually, and we can do so as a group as well, what has been the cost. So you came on here because you're like, there's some type of cost. I know it because I'm feeling kind of shitty, but I still want to go after what I want to do. And I know because I feel it too. So I'm in this container equally in neutrality with y'all, breaking it down so that we can identify what is standing in our way from being fully expressed and fully feeling good in the body while still getting shit done. I know last week, those of you that were in the container last week, we went into a lot of feminine and masculine energy, which balancing those out really helps with embodiment. So today we're going to get into that. I want to try it. Let's do a quick exercise right now. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to squeeze every single part of your body, including your freaking nose, okay? So we're gonna stand here and it's not gonna look cute. We're gonna look super anal right now, okay? And you're gonna squeeze your fingertips, squeeze your boobs, squeeze your shoulders, squeeze your stomach, squeeze your toes. And for one moment, just feel what it is like when we are striving at 100%. What would 100% squeeze feel like? And don't push it away just yet. Let it sit there. And then slowly, I want you to gently start to relax one piece of your body at a time. And as you start to relax, I want you to feel what success could feel like if we just let go of such a hard outcome. Letting the body relax, letting the mind relax. Yeah. Good. What if we could achieve, just what if for now, everything we wanted and feel this relief that's here now? Beautiful. You can come back in. A quickie but a goodie. That one randomly came to my mind. How did it feel when y'all were squeezed? I get like that when I'm like, when my perfectionism comes in, I feel like I'm squeezing my asshole, literally. I'm like, because I need things to be a certain way. I can literally feel it in my entire body. There's like a physicality to it where I'm like, oh wow, I'm in it right now. Like I'm trying real freaking hard. And energetically, people feel that, right? Even if your shit's great, if you are in a pinch while doing it, people will feel that. So resonance, which we have talked about many times before, and I can get into it with some of you who are jumping on the call for the first time today, counts in the execution of what you're doing. How do you feel while you're doing it? Am I enjoying doing this workshop right now? Or do I feel like I had to do it? Even if I showed up and did the exact same, I have this whole thing set up for you guys today. You will feel the difference when my heart is here or when my mind is here. And so the other thing I wanted to touch on too is the biggest leaders, some of the most successful people, whatever success is, right, have the strongest inner child because they have the most to prove. Yeah, let that one land. Some of the most successful people have the strongest inner child because they have the most to prove. So when we have something to prove, we are reaching for outcome. When we are reaching for outcome, it's because there is something inside of us that does not feel full. And the thing is, only you can give yourself that. But so often we are reaching outside of ourselves for the validation, for the permission, for questions, yet every answer you could ever need is already right inside of your body. So the embodied leader focuses on 3 things. Well, so many, but for sake of time, I'm going to go over 3 today, okay? So formula without resonance is unsustainable success. What does that mean? Formula without resonance is unsustainable success. So if you have the masculine structure, the formulaic, this is what we went over last week, the formula, but you don't feel good while executing the formula, it's not going to last. And what type of success is that? At the cost of something. So when we start checking into what is my feminine resonance, which is what is my felt sense while I'm actually executing my formula, do I feel good? Do I feel expanded? Do I feel contracted? That's the second one. Achievement should feel expansive, not contractive. So when we're going after something, there's an outcome. We're like, oh, there's the goalpost. I want it. Do you feel open? Or is there a contraction happening in your body? The last thing that we like to talk about, ever since I started using the architect, it's still in my wording, coherence. Do you ladies know what coherence is? So I'm going to give a definition. Some of you may not. So I'm just going to give a quick definition of it. Coherence is when your mind, your body, and your spirit are in full resonance, which means they're all working together. And so when there's a dissonance in one of them, that's where we check in. It's like, ooh, I'm feeling contraction in my body. Where's this dissonance happening right now? Is this a mind dissonance? Isn't my thoughts just getting in the way? So my body's not feeling good and therefore I'm not feeling spiritually connected? Is it, no, my mind and my body feel connected, but I feel like I don't know if there's something more. Like, where is the disconnect? So when we're in full coherence, that is when you can really be in your embodied leadership. And people feel that. So whether you are a CEO or a teacher, or you're just literally wanting to embody leadership in your relationship to your lover, your partner, your mother, this is what counts. This is what is important. So I'm going to pull something up for y'all. Oh, also, let's just put in the chat, what's here now? What is here right now? How are you feeling in this moment as we get going with this workshop? What is here now? Mine is connection. I didn't realize how much I needed the connection until I got on this call today. Curious, yeah. Slawa, so good to have you. Yeah. The cost is self-discipline with support by you. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up, I made this morning for y'all, a share screen. And I want you to take out your pen and your journal. And we are going to go over what the cost is. I want us to identify what our cost has been. So your body said there's something here. Now, can we allow the mind to understand what the body is telling us? So I'm going to read 10 signs, and I want you from 1 to 10, and I want you to see which one makes your body feel the most heard. And when you feel that, I want you to write down what number really spoke to you. And if there's several, that's okay too. Just write down the number. So I'm going to start with number 1. If it drains your peace, the price is too high. Number 2, if it dulls your light, it's not worth it. Number 3, if it costs your soul, it's a bad bargain. Number 4, if it steals your spark, walk away. Number 5, if it robs your rest, it's not for you. Number 6, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. If it weighs on your heart, it's too heavy. Number 7, if it makes you feel small, it's overpriced. 8, if it costs your self-respect, it's a loss. 9, if it takes your freedom, it's not worth the trade. And lastly, 10, if it empties your spirit, you can't afford it. So just intuitively, which one really stood out to you? And if you have a few, you can write that down too, okay? We're just getting closer and closer. We're listening to the body instead of the mind being like, I think it's, feel into it. I feel like when you said this, it just really landed in my body. So here, if you guys can see my screen, right? You can see all this? Perfect. I'm gonna put some music on, okay? I'm gonna give you guys a journal prompt and I'll put this back up in a second. But I want you to take a look at these words and I want you to see again which ones are landing and resonating for you. And you can just put a list of words down. So at what cost? Have you been sleep deprived? Low energy levels? Is it your health? A lot of women have autoimmune conditions, and it's because, I promise, it's because there's been a cost to the way in which we feel we need to function. Hormone balance, nervous system, do we feel anxiety? Is it worth it if we feel anxious while doing it? And then there's relational, so has this affected my time with my family? Has my success, my achievements affected friendships? Intimacy? Gosh, I finally, ladies, I'll say this out loud, you guys are the first ones I'm telling, I finally started a romantic partnership. It took me forever because I was so identified with my work because I love it so much, and I'm sure you guys can tell even in the way that I show up on these calls, it's just I love this, like I love this. And what happened was I did it too, there was a off balance at some point where it was like, I don't even have this beautiful partnership that I've always wanted because I'm so busy trying to create more. And so I had to be honest with myself and be like, okay, let's dial this back. Like, can you create space for both? And how good would that feel? So that's just an example. Boundaries. When have you had to sacrifice a boundary? Perhaps. Belonging, rest. Do you feel guilty when you take a minute to breathe? You feel like you're supposed to be doing something else, like this is not safe to sit still, right? And is it costing your intuition? If you're so much in your masculine and in your formula, are you actually listening to your intuition, which is the strongest, most powerful part of you, the one that knows everything? Is it affecting your presence? Are you here? Are you listening to people? Are you able to give them undivided attention, or are you thinking of the next thing to do? So I'm going to leave it on this page for another minute. So maybe just pulling some words that are standing out to you. And then I'm going to give us a journal prompt, and I would love for you to put pen to paper and just write out without feeling like you need to filter it. Just be honest and just spew it out. Okay. So here's the journal prompt. Where in my life do I feel that my success or achievements have come at the cost of something important? And what are those costs? So I know we started to kind of ping into them. Now let's actually take the feeling of, ooh, these words, and make them make sense. So Katie, if you can put that in the chat for them, this journal prompt, so you guys have it. And then I'm going to go back to the previous page and put some music on, and you guys can write for about, let's give it 3 minutes. So let me go back. I got to learn how to do both. Let me know if the music works with my shares.
I was going to say, I don't think you can share both at the same time, but I did share that page in the chat for y'all to open and follow. Yeah.
Thank you, Katie. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to put some music. So if you guys go into our chat, you'll see at what cost, and you have the journal prompt there as well. So I'm going to give us about 3 minutes here. Let me get some nice music on. I love that I was muted that whole time. Can you guys see me talking? No, you guys are writing. I was talking for the last minute. So yeah, maybe just finishing up that sentence that you were on and coming back into the screen. I would love to hear sometimes when we don't think so hard and we feel into it, like when you felt into it just now, what has been some of the costs? I would love to hear from one or two of you. What has been some of the costs? What did you notice? Arita, are you coming on here? Or were you just moving? No? Okay, I thought you were moving to come on. Jean, you want to jump in?
There we go. Yeah. For sure, okay. I feel like I'm always striving for my success. And the cost is I wind up doing a lot of like, relationships suffer. Everything on that list suffers. My sleep suffers, my relationship suffer, my own personal joy suffers because I'm not accomplishing what I'm setting out to accomplish. And it's another day of like, oh shit, I missed my mark. So I'm constantly beating myself up about it. And, that's just it's a prison. And I have to say, since with all your free content, I really thank you. And I've jumped on board, taken every opportunity. And I could cry, but because it's just so good to have somebody in a space where everybody's doing something, even when you're not around. I didn't expect this class to come up. I saw it and I was expecting She Code to be the next thing. And I'm like, now I know I have somebody shoulder to shoulder with me, and I'm going to alleviate the torture I live in by not being successful. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Absolutely. Yeah, James.
And I am going to see the ball go into the hoop. I'm going to get the puck in the fucking goal. And it's just right there. It's like a half done thing that like I give everybody, and I'm trying to help everybody. Maybe I'm trying to help too many people, Mm-hmm. And that's, you'll see. Mm-hmm. And thanks. It's just like, so that's it. It's going to happen this time. It's going to happen. I got on here and I was dancing my ass off because you know what? Like, I've been my goals. I'm making strides. Even if it's like today I'm going to write, but I didn't. I know I'm going to. And even if I write on my computer, but like if I scribble down one thing or have an aha, I write it down so that when I get to my computer, that's not maybe a session that a half hour I wanted to give myself, but it's something that I know when I'm getting there, I'm going to get it done. And other little things, really, I know we're all women, like other little stupid things make my day. Like I'm a big fan of like the 10-minute little workout things you see on YouTube, and that's 10 fucking minutes. When I don't do that, it's here all day. When I do that, it's here all day. Like I feel like I approach everybody and everything better. So that's like a small achievement for the day that I'm not beating myself up to. That's another thing where I'm off my back. I did it. Not only did my abs look better, but my head is clearer. So, and it goes back to, I'm happy to be here, and that's me. Okay.
Thank you, Jean. When you are feeling like you're not checking the list off the way you had set it out to be, let's say at the top of the day, what is the feeling that you have when you did not achieve the goal or whatever it is you had in your mind for that day? Like, what is that feeling? If you could put
heavy
to it.
It's heavy.
Harry?
Heavy. It's heavy. It's
Harry.
heavy.
I've never heard that.
I don't know. I'm on this. I don't know if my microphone's working, but
no, it's good. Yeah, heavy.
Okay. My nose is a little stuffed too.
Heavy.
Yeah.
And
it's so, a heavier feeling. It's just like I'm carrying I have this saying like don't put rocks in my backpack. You know, if somebody's in my life, it's one of my little credos. Like, that's how I judge whether it's whoever it is. If you're putting rocks in my backpack, I have to reassess what's going on here with you and I, right? And that's my own private thing.
Jean,
but if I'm putting rocks in my backpack,
I get it.
Okay, that's where I'm going with that.
So, Jean, can I get you to close are you open for like 1 minute to close your eyes and I take you through a really quick
I am
Somatic
all
practice?
in.
Okay, cool.
I am all in right now.
All right, so ladies, just know that in this container, we're all in full support and we are here to all equally learn on how we can access certain parts of our bodies. So, Jean, while you have your eyes closed, you mentioned rocks and heaviness. Can you start to identify where in your body that you feel that? Where does that live?
Lower neck and collarbone.
Lower neck and collarbone. And so and shoulders. Okay, so there's like a weight. It feels like rocks. Now, if you were to, instead of pushing this feeling away, if you were to allow the rocks to stay, without feeling like you have to push it, can you give more space to this feeling and let this part of you know it is safe to stay and to be here for a moment? You're so safe to stay and be here for a moment.
Yes.
And when you're sitting with that part of you, even by giving that part space, what is happening to the rocks?
They've gotten lighter.
They got lighter. Yeah, can you describe the texture or the colors or what is happening?
Just feels more, it's like, it's not acceptance, but it is acceptance, and it's not resistance as much. Not resistance, acceptance, and it's green.
It's green. So when you lean into the color green and you're leaning into this part of you, what is the feeling attached to it, to the physical? If you notice yourself going to the mind, drop back into the body.
Yeah, it's quiet and calmer.
So if you were to ask, identifying this part of your body, just what do you need? And sit with that for a moment, but just ask and send the energy to the collarbones, to the shoulders, and give her space and time. She doesn't have to respond right away.
She needs her own recognition. Just, and that's enough.
Are you able to let her know that you recognize her and that she's enough? And you say it in the I recognize you and you are enough.
I recognize you. And you are enough.
Beautiful. And so, when you say this, what is happening in the physical body?
Everything feels gentle. Looser. Freer. Doable.
Beautiful.
Simple.
Yeah.
Powerful. But gently powerful. Like, just, there it is.
Yeah, I feel that. Beautiful. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. And so, if what you need is recognition, so let's identify this here. If something we are striving for, it's like one mountain is the bottom of the next mountain because we're reaching and reaching. If we're reaching for, Jean, recognition, How can you continue to give yourself that? That way you are not doing things at that cost.
Yeah, it's my own recognition.
Exactly.
It's not, it's like that's enough.
Yeah.
How could I do that?
Yeah. Well, you just did it.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to search more. We don't have to look for more. It's right here, right now. It's available. It's present. It's right here. Yeah. 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 Beautiful work, Jean. Thank you for sharing that with us, ladies. Can we get two shakies for Jean? Yeah. But you see how powerful it is. It's like we could sit here and I can tell you about the call and I can talk about all these things, but when we shut the fuck up and we actually listen, okay, what is actually here, and we give space to listen to it, we can actually start to have awareness and identify what is the freaking cost. And why? Like, why does there need to be a cost? What is my underlying need? And all of us, that'll look different. Mine is celebration. Like the biggest celebration wound. When I was a child, I was not celebrated. And so I keep finding any reason to celebrate myself. And it comes off a little needy sometimes. I'm like, celebrate me, see me. You know, I'm over here and I'm like front and center in all my dance routines, and it still doesn't feel like I'm being fucking seen. Like how much shit do I have to do to prove to myself that I'm enough and that I am celebrated and I'm beautiful and it's perfect just the way it is? I don't have to do more. No more performance, less performance, you know? So I'm with you, Jean, and all of you in here. I know even just watching each other in this vulnerability and just being like, holy shit, me too. Like this gives us even more space, a breath. Like Jean, when you took a breath, I think all of us took a breath because we feel what you're going through, because we identify that within ourselves. And your breath gives us breath, right? And so when we do this work on ourselves, we're not just helping us. We're helping everyone. It's a whole collective. It's actually wild work, which is why I love this so much. And I in full transparency, had a little crunch on getting on a workshop today because I'm a little tired and my dog is sick and I was in the vet yesterday and I'm dealing with all this stuff. And as soon as I got on, my heart went, oh, thank God. I needed this just as much as all of you on the call. You know, and this is something we have to continuously show up for. Got to keep showing up. Can't do it one time. Got to keep checking in. Keep checking in. Have good friends around you that do this kind of work. Like, make that a priority. And if not, find a community. I have a community. Like, whatever you need, find your people, your tribe. That's really important because then it keeps it alive. Okay. I love you, Jean. Thank you for that. If you guys want to put in the chat as well, what was some of your costs? I'd love to hear it. So as a crew here, what were some of the costs that you've noticed? We're doing amazing for time too. Yes. Oh, good, Jean. I'm so glad. You're so brave. What were some of the costs? Joanne, Rhea, Alita, let's go. What were some of the costs? Sometimes we got to name it, even if it's scary. Get outside of the comfort zone, and then we can see you, we can feel you, and then that's where we can shift. Yeah, Joanne, freedom, respect, creativity. Yes, beautiful. Rokio, cost of losing and abandoning myself. Absolutely. There's a question. It's like when we feel like we're abandoning ourselves, sometimes there's a safety in abandoning ourselves because it's something we might know, even from childhood. Maybe there was an abandonment that happened back then. Maybe it was father, maybe it was mother. And so being abandoned is what we know. So then all of a sudden when we try to do something different, it's like, oh no, I have to go back to what I know. That's my safety. So finding like little space at a time to be like, no, I can stay this time. And maybe just a minute for the first time. Maybe it's 5 minutes on the second time. And then maybe we build the capacity to stay. But there might be a tie to that. So just something to ponder, something to think about. Slawa, the spark, and a bit of everything else. Yeah. So what's stealing your spark? Something is coming in and stealing your spark. Where are you out of alignment? Is it mind? Is it body? Is it the people pleaser, putting yourself out there to try to make everybody else happy except for ourselves? the last thing and time we spend is ourselves. We put it towards everyone else. That's way easier. Yet the biggest disservice is doing that. And the biggest service and present you could ever give ourselves and everybody else who gets to be in our presence is presence. Arita costs imbalance of emotional state, anger, anxiety, self-ignorance, feeling of unworthiness. Absolutely. That unworthiness word, I'm almost certain that every one of us on this call has a piece of that. That is something that's so, and I'm glad we're all ladies on here too on this particular call. That is a very feminine wound. The unworthiness of being enough, of having to follow a container, of being put here and told what to do and how to do it. That's not the feminine way. The feminine is intuitive, and she feels, and she's magical, and she's spiritual. She's a gift. And so the unworthiness is something that is not only societal, it's ancestral, it goes way, way, way back. So normal, so normal. Cost is never allowing yourself to bloom, full bloom. It's like a half. It's like, I am, but there's this tightness. It's like, I just got this, I don't even know if this is a good analogy, but it's like watering flowers with just not enough nutrients. Like there's just missing, just like, I don't know what, actually my flowers are doing pretty good, but just that extra little bit you could pour in there, that extra bit of nutrients, but instead we don't. Or I feel like I could have come up with a better analogy, but who has flowers in their house right now? Give me one of these. Who's got flowers? All right, Slawa, I can't see you. Rhea, I see your hands up. Slawa, who does not have flowers? Rokio, where's your flowers at? Okay, you guys, go give yourself the gift. It doesn't have to be flowers, but I promise you, let me just show you something, okay? When I feel like shit, I go to Trader Joe's and I buy these for myself. And my newer partner, he bought me flowers the other day, and I was like, I don't want yours, I want mine. Sorry. I could tell he got offended because there was his flowers and then there was another set of flowers right beside them. And he was kind of like, oh, got more flowers. I'm like, yeah, because they represent something really freaking important to me. And that's like the love and care I have for myself. And it's so cheap. They're $10 from Trader Joe's. We can all make that work, okay? Add that to your grocery list, all right? Because this is, every time I see them, I feel my heart open. It's like this soft gentleness in the center of my heart where it just feels so good. And that's how I want to feel when I create. That's how I want to feel when I'm on these containers with you guys. That's how I want to feel when I think about my next creation or the person that I love. Like, I want to feel what it's like when I see my freaking flowers in my house. And furthermore, I bathe in them too sometimes, right? Like I'll take one and I take little flower petals off and I'll put an intention into each petal and I'll take a beautiful salty lavender bath and just like give myself 10 minutes. Fuck. Even if I feel guilty, I still feel guilty for some reason. It's really, really hard to give like a 10 minutes of full pure presence without it feeling a certain way. But like Rokia, like I was saying, building a little spaciousness. Like, can I give myself 2 minutes then if 10 is too much, or else I want to get the fuck out of here? So, you know what I mean? So, wow, this workshop is going in directions I never knew. This is the feminine way. So this is how we play. I'm going to give you guys another journal prompt. It's going to be 2 minutes. And because I really want to take us into some breath work. I want us to I know we've talked a lot about embodiment, but again, the embodied part doesn't come from here. So when we get into the breath work, we're going to tune out the conscious mind. We're going to tap into our subconscious, and we're going to ask for our needs. Right now, we wrote out what we think our needs are, and we watched Jean feel into one of her needs, so it got even more truthful and more raw. And when we get into the breath work, it's going to give all of us the opportunity to really sit with not our thought sense of what the need is, but our felt sense, which is always more potent and more specific and more truthful. So here's the second prompt. And Katie, if you can put it in our chat, that would be perfect. If success didn't come at a cost, what would I allow myself to feel more of in my leadership and life? If it didn't come at a cost, what would I allow myself to feel more in my leadership and life? And I'll give you guys just a brief little example that I wrote. If success didn't come at a cost, I would allow myself to feel more ease in the way that I lead. I would wake up without the weight of urgency. I would trust my timing. I would feel more joy in the process instead of pressure about the outcome. I'd let myself feel proud of small wins instead of waiting for the big ones. That one makes me emotional. In my leadership, I would allow myself to feel more play, laughter, and creativity, knowing that those aren't the distractions, but actually fuel my success. So that was mine. And feel free to just, if any of that resonates, write it. If you have your own, just write it. Like what, again, if success didn't come at a cost, what would I allow myself to feel more of in my leadership and life? And I'm going to put some music on again. Mm-hmm. Who would like to share? I would love to hear one of your voices and what's coming through for you. If success didn't come at a cost, what would I allow myself to do more of in my leadership?
Let's see.
Joanne.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear it.
So if success didn't come at a cost, I'd allow myself to be happy with playing more, experience more laughter, traveling, have adventure and excitement, be surprised and wonderment, just see things that would just blow me away. I would experience diversity, meet different people, travel in the world, and have experience acceptance and recognition. I would be seen for who I am, and just as I am. So,
I love that. And what is holding you back?
finances right now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
That's
only
always a
thing.
that's always a very big wound for many people, but it's never really about the finance. This is a whole nother workshop. It's never really about the finance. It's our belief system tied to what the finance means, which is interesting.
Freedom.
Yeah, the freedom for
Freedom.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you are so deserving of all of everything you said, and only you can provide that for yourself. And so, those finances, I promise you, would probably start to skyrocket if you just trusted and leaned into giving yourself everything there. It would flow in just like, like a currency. It's currency, it's just energy. That's all it is,
Yes.
energy. But then it's like, who has to start the energy? It's like chicken for the egg. So it's like someone's got to trust and lean in somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the hardest thing too to spend on is ourselves. That's the scariest. 'Cause it's like, well, I have to pay for my car and I have to pay for a roof over my head. So I come last. So my yoga, my whatever it is, like that's got to be the last thing, which
Right.
truthfully, if that came first, we wouldn't even be in the pinch in the first place because we
Mm-hmm.
are like committed to feeling the freedom, like you were saying. And
Mm-hmm.
that felt beautiful. Even hearing you say it, like I could feel your body feel good while saying it, right?
Yeah.
And we
Mm-hmm.
deserve to feel like that while going after all the freaking to-do lists and everything that we have. So thank you for sharing that. Let's hear it for Joanne. Yes. Thank you. Beautiful. Anyone else feel called to share? And then I'll take you guys into some breath work. Alita, you're unmuted. Is that for a particular reason?
Well, I actually was gonna go first,
Okay,
but
let's hear
then when
it.
she went, I was like, no, I won't say anything at all.
Okay, let's hear it.
So my situation is kind of different. So I really love this platform because I am not in a leadership position, but I've always wanted to throughout 20 something years, but also just the fear of what that looks like and how to start and putting all the pieces together. But to answer your question, I just jotted out a couple words. I said, powerful, brave, inspired, hopeful, worthy, um, freedom to explore the world while helping others. So I think that would be my container. It just kind of figuring out, like, I have the vision, I have what it looks like, but how to really apply it for it to be marketable. Um, in service, it's not even about, sometimes it is money, but it also is about service, and inspiring others to do what they to be more positive and live life, and just stuff comes natural for me, so it would be nice to be in a space of leadership to actually have a business to do that, and then also explore the world while helping others.
Yeah. And do you feel right now that you are a leader?
Yeah, I yes.
Great. Perfect. So, where do you feel you're not able to step into your leadership if you're already a leader?
The word is fear.
Mm-hmm. And so fear is showing up. What is the fear of stepping into your leadership? What could happen?
That I could be successful. I could live a life that I would love to live because I see as time. I think of time, and we're only here for a certain amount of time, no matter what that looks like. And the ability that if you're not serving your purpose on life, you're really doing a disservice for yourself, but also others that will benefit that seed for them to plant another seed to somebody else, like what you do for us.
And I love this because you thought out what you want. But the truth is there is a fear in your body that's not connecting to what you just said. What is the fear? Because that's stopping you from stepping forward and actually executing everything you just said. What is the fear? What is your fear to step into leadership? To be seen?
I don't know.
Sit with that.
I will sit with that.
That's gonna be the juicy magic that will break down the barrier that's in front of you to get the fear the fuck out of the way so you can do exactly what you just said, because you're already doing it. You said it yourself, you are a leader. So sometimes we know who we are, but how do we step into that? Like, how do we show the world this part? Like, what part are we afraid to show? And that's something we can dive into. It takes more time. Things don't just come like this. But this is where, Alita, oh my God, ladies, this woman is so magical and just makes you feel good the second she walks in the room before she even opens her mouth. So you're already you have joy codes just jumping out of you, okay? So you already have that. Now, where do you position it? How do you create direction for this? 1 second, ladies. For some reason, someone's knocking on my door, so let me just get that.
Alita, I'm curious. Do you know your human design?
No, I've never even heard that before.
I'm really curious if you want to look up, you can just look it up online, just put in it's just astrology stuff.
Okay.
To see your profile. I'm just curious. I feel like that's helpful sometimes. It's just astrology.
So will I Google human design and it will come up with something for me to?
Yeah, human design. That's so smart. And
yeah.
Oh, by the way, and I don't know if I even told you this, Jean, either, but in She Code, we have someone coming in and doing a whole human design for all the ladies as part of our thing. So, or if you just want to get it done, Alita, I have someone you can go and go to if you want, that I can send you. And she's amazing. Her name's Morgan.
Okay.
Human design. Who here has never done human design? Just out of curiosity. Oh gosh, Arita, Jean, really, Jean? Rokia, okay. Oh man, it's gonna change your life. Like, once you realize what you are, it explains why you do everything the way you do it, and then you start to understand how other people function, and it's not the same. Like, we are not made the same at all. And so it gives grace to be like, oh wow, someone can exist and do things that way, and now I understand why, because they don't function the way I do. And then it just creates so much compassion and space to not take things personally and to understand people more deeply. It's really freaking cool. So yeah, Morgan will be in there. Jean, you'll meet her. Where were we? Alita, yes. And so something to let's just put the seed here, and maybe in the breath work, maybe that's an intention of okay, what is this freaking fear that's holding me back? Because the truth is, I just want to say something. I think for a lot of people, and this was for me for a long time, and I still teeter-totter, I've come a long way, but people are afraid to put themselves out there in their true, raw authenticity because it's going to be rejected. And guess what? It will. 100% chance it's going to get rejected, because you put something amazing out and there's going to be somebody that doesn't like you. Nobody control that. I can't control it. You can't control it. And so what matters more, worrying about the 1 or 2 people who are going to come in and say something about this beautiful stuff we're putting out there, or the amount of people you have no idea you are impacting? Not everyone says thank you. I do hundreds and thousands of hours of this kind of work. I don't get thank yous every day. Sometimes people come in and they're like, wow, this is really powerful. But I don't have to hear it. All I know is I'm putting it out there, and if it lands for someone, they're going to take it and run with it, and it's going to help them. And if I trigger someone, great. So then maybe it's something to look at. I don't know, right? And so it's just such good info. And I'm so excited for you, Alita, to step into your leadership, because fuck, you are already powerful. So when you can get that thing out of the way, I'm just so curious to see what you're going to come up with. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. All right, ladies, it's 11:05. I'm going to do a shorter breathwork session. I was going to do a bit of a longer one, but for the sake of time, I'm trying to be good with that. So we will do 2 types of breath. Is anyone new to breathwork, just so I know? Slawa, you've done breathwork with me before, right? I feel like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
You did, yeah. Arita, Joanne, have you done breathwork before?
I have, and actually, I just started working with Swara Yoga.
Yeah.
Started working on that yesterday.
Okay, cool.
So
Amazing. All right, so this may be a little different because we're going to go into like some heavy, deep breathing. I'm going to invite 2 types of breath, okay? One's going to be in through the nose and then out the mouth. Do you see when I breathe? I'm not just like I am pulling in all the air I have. It's depth over width, okay? So inhale. Exhale. The other thing that's important with breathwork too is why are you breathing? So let's bring into our awareness, what is it that we are breathing for today? Is it just to be open? Is it to lean into possibility? Is it to figure out what our fear is? Like getting intentional on like what it is you're breathing for. Okay? The second type of breath we're going to do is going to be one hand on the chest and one on the belly. I'm going to stand back here for a second. And then you're going to go all with the mouth and isolate. So we go belly, chest, exhale. Good. Belly, chest, exhale. And we'll continue this conscious, connective breath. So those 2 words are really important. Conscious because there's an awareness to the breath. I always say breast by accident. It can be breast too. But there's a consciousness to the breath. And there is a connectivity because we don't stop the breath unless we're going into an intentional top hold. Okay? If anyone on this call has a history of seizures, a heart condition, or might be pregnant today, I do not suggest doing this type of breath. But what you can do, and I have a nice little playlist I made for you guys this morning, is just a super gentle in through the nose, out the mouth. Very gentle kind of meditation for you, okay? Something that is most likely going to happen is some form of physical sensation in your body. The most popular one is called tetany. So if you feel your hands going like this, it's just CO2 and oxygen moving throughout your body. Don't worry, you are absolutely safe. And if you don't love it, you can just slow the breath down. Or my invitation as powerful women leaders is to use our freaking voice. So in my breath work, if you guys were in a circle with me, you'd be like, holy shit, that girl, like I'm like, oh, like just letting it out. Like, so if that's available for you, go for it. If it's not, and not what your truth in your body is today, and you just want gentle, soft, listen, your intuitive body will know exactly what you need. I'm just here to guide the space, and then you listen to what it is that's showing up for you, okay? Is there anything else I want to name? I think we're pretty solid. So we're going to breathe for about 15 minutes in some meditation, okay? And then we'll go into the offer, and then we'll be complete for today. So we have another about 20-30 minutes, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that the computer audio is on, share. I made sure my microphone is working this time, so let me start it. And you guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear my voice and the music in just a second. All right, can y'all hear both? Oh, yes, beautiful. All right. So if you can, I would lie down. If you can't and you're on a chair, just make sure you're like closer to the ground because sometimes we can get a little dizzy. So if you want to just reposition yourself, if you can lie down, I promise the experience will be even more like open, but if that's not available, that's okay. So we're gonna start by just closing our eyes, getting ourselves into a comfortable position. And for a moment, just allowing your entire body to rest. Yeah. I am allowed to rest. And just noticing how the body responds to this word, rest. And maybe noticing, starting by scanning the mind, noticing if anything is present with the word rest. shoulders, letting go of the weight of the world, and just allowing the entire body to just breathe. Feeling the support of the earth underneath you, and knowing that in this journey, no matter how scary or unknown, that you are always supported. You are always held. Because that's by you. You got you. I got you. We're going to go ahead and take that first breath of air. We're going to start by taking a big, beautiful inhale through the nose. And a nice, beautiful exhale out the mouth. There you go. No one can hear you. Just you guys can hear me. Nice big inhale, filling up our lungs all the way. Giving yourself more space. Yeah. Woo. Let her free. Free her. Using your breath. Good. Another big inhale through the nose. Good, and a nice exhale. There's nowhere to be except right here, right now. You got this. Continuing with this breath. Inhale. Seeing if you can deepen the breath even more, sipping more air. Good. Exhaling that out. All of it, so good. Breathing at a pace and a rhythm that feels good for you. You don't have to follow me. I'm just here to cue. Beautiful. Feeling the energy in your body starting to rise. Here we go. Big inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Continuing with this conscious, connected breath. No stopping. If you need to slow it down, you can, but trust that you can stay. Today is a beautiful stay to stay in your body. So good. Inhale. Exhale. There you are. Freedom looks so good on y'all. Allow the freedom codes to enter through your body, through your awareness, through your energy. There you are. Just noticing what the conscious mind is holding on to as we start the journey. Notice any of the resistance. They are gifts. They show us exactly where to bring our awareness to. Start breathing for that part of your body. Good. Beautiful. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Keeping up with that breath. So good, y'all. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Breathing in more air, more spaciousness, especially the part of your body that is crunching up. Give it more space. Allow this part to be there and ask, what is it that you need? Don't listen with the mind, listen with your feelings. What do you feel? What is here? And if you don't know yet, just continue to trust the breath. The breath will reveal. And that is enough. Just continuing to trust. Good. Taking a big inhale. Let's hold it at the top. Big sip, big sip. And hold. Sipping in more air. Hold. Good. Just holding, allowing the energy to move throughout your body, knowing you are so safe in this moment. You are safe to reveal. You are safe to acknowledge. And when you're ready to give physical voice to the safety, I want you to exhale it out all together in 3, in 2, in 1. Big exhale. Yes, letting it all go. All of it, all of it, all of it. Good, beautiful, Rhea. Nice, yes, good. Taking another big inhale. This time I want you to stick out your tongue. Good, letting it all go, noticing if any judgment is here. Nobody's judging. We are all here in full support and fullness. I so support you and your breath and your fullness in this moment. We're going to start with that second type of breath that's all with the mouth. We're going to go belly, chest, exhale. Here we go. Belly, chest, exhale. There you are. It might feel labored at first, but just trust that at some point in time, the control will turn into surrender. You will feel it when it happens. Good. Good. Continuing to breathe just like this. The breath is conscious and connected. And ask yourself, what are you breathing for right now? What cost are you breathing for today in this moment? Which one is standing out to you? Is it freedom? Is it worth? What is it? Get specific. Good. And if you notice the body trying to take you outside, bring it back in using every new breath. Come back in the body. Sometimes it's hard to stay in there, and that's okay. Coming back. Breath at a time, not anticipating the next, not worrying about what has already happened, just being right here, right now. There you are. Good. Good. Allowing yourself to just be in your beingness. What would that feel like? Using your next breath, your truth. What is here? So good. And if you were calling in that curiosity and play, how can you add that into your breath starting right now? How would that make you breathe differently, show up differently to your breath in this moment, right here? Sink into it. So good. Yeah, maybe letting it all go. There you are. Picking up the pace only if that feels good for your body. Let out a noise you've never done before just because you feel like it and nobody cares. What if we use that energy when we go to put ourselves out into the world, when we go to share ourselves? There you are. So what if it's weird or different or new? Just try it. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? There you are. So good. Keep going there. Lean into that. Maybe it's just giving a bit bigger of a voice. Good. Beautiful, ladies. Keep that going. Almost there. We're in the final little bit here. Good. Seeing if we can pick up the pace even more. Here we go for 30 seconds. Seeing if we can challenge ourselves into the unknown. Good. A few more breaths. Good. Trusting just 3 more. Here we go. 2. Last one, big sip of air, holding it at the top. Sip in all of your energy, all of your light, all of it, all of it, all of it. Sip, 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 sip. And hold. Sipping in even more. Hold this feeling, this felt sense. The body, what is she saying? Follow her. She is such a beautiful guide. Don't listen to anybody else. Listen to your guide. She's right there. Yeah. And only when you feel ready to let go of that cost, that weight, you'll gently let it out as slowly as you can, but hold your breath for as long as you can here. I'm higher than the mountains. Feel into her. She's so pure. She knows exactly what she needs. She knows. Only you can deshackle, unblock. Use your breath to let her feel the freedom in her body. And if you've already let go of your breath, just coming back to a gentle, easeful, soft feeling in your body, the feeling you want to feel, even as we move towards something. When we come back to ourselves, can we feel the resonance? Allowing her to rest. And just checking in, what does rest feel like now? What is here now? Continuing to soften even more, trusting that it is safe to soften. Good. I'm higher than the mountains. Higher than the mountains. Giving yourself space to receive, checking in if the body is open. There you are. So good. There's no rush. There's no performance. There's just being, living, breath, air, heart. For the next minute, inviting you to take the slowest, deepest breath that you have. Allowing this breath to sink into the earth. Feeling the support while you feel free in your body. Imagine leading from this felt sense. Ease, the space, the creativity, the flow. Taking our last breath here, filling up our lungs all the way, taking the deepest breath. A nice, beautiful sigh. Beautiful. And starting to return back to the body, feeling the earth holding us. Feeling the density under our legs, under our bum, under our feet. This masculine structure, this energy that has you, so your feminine can move and flow and attune to what is here now. You are supported. Maybe saying to ourselves, I am so supported. I'm so supported. I got me. I'm right here and I am here to stay. I'm here to stay. And if you feel called, maybe just taking your right hand and placing it on your heart center and just feeling what it's like in your heart. This openness, this receptivity, this love that is so unconditional. It doesn't strive, it doesn't reach. It sits and it stays and it's still. She's still, yet she still beats. She's still beating. Your time is here now. She is knocking on your chest every second, reminding you that you have love always. Can you feel her now? Do you feel that pulse? She is alive now. Maybe thanking her for all that she's done, everything she has accomplished up to this moment, and giving her the present of being present here now. Allowing that love that you have in your heart to move just behind the eyes before we open them. And just feeling the burning love that you carry, the warmth. And then when you're ready, we're going to gently start to wiggle our hands and wiggle our toes, bringing this love, this awareness into the physical body, and then opening our eyes through that lens, through the lens of love. Slowly and gently, just taking in the room, just noticing the newness, the colors, the textures, the possibilities, the unlimited amount of possibility available to you now when we come from this lens. Give her a breath. Letting spirit move through us with every breath that we take. Making more space. And with that love and that gratitude, we'll gently start to roll over, maybe to one side. Starting to come back into our bodies. And maybe just feeling the silence for a moment, allowing all the embodied intelligence to come through. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Slava. Rita. Oh my goodness, Rhea, Alexandra. I think Rokio is just, she's in it. She's in it. All right, y'all. What is your favorite ice cream flavor and why? Hi, Alexandra. Good to see your face. Put it in the chat. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? And what is here now? Actually, fuck the ice cream flavor. What is here now? What's here? Whoa, one word. What is here now? Yeah. Light. Yeah, you're so welcome. Lightness. What is here now? Hope. I'm feeling hope. Open. Yeah, Joanne, no worries. You're welcome. Gratitude, flow, peace. Beautiful ladies. I love this. You're so powerful. It is incredible. And I honor you for jumping on today, leaning into your body, saying, I need to be on this and I don't know why, but I'm going to find out. And then just getting little golden nuggets. Certain things might land for you, some may not. And just knowing that you get to pick and choose what's good for you. What is good for you? Does anyone feel called to do? I have time for one quick share, and then if I can keep y'all for 5 minutes, I'm going to go into my offer. I would appreciate that dearly. But before that, I would just love to hear from one person. What is here now? What do we have? What is here? I can wait patiently. I don't mind. What is here now? Fear to use voice. Fear to share. I'm picking between two of you. I'm going to call one of you out right now. Did that just bring fear in the body? Just notice. Oh shit, is she going to say my name? Slava, let's go. Let's get on here, girlfriend. Just what is here now?
All right. Yes, so there is a lot of gratitude, and I have to say, I admire you so much for the work that you do. It feels so true and authentic. And yeah, there's also a feeling of adventure because I'm so looking forward to be more grounded in my body. And yeah, so thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Are you in Europe?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm in Poland.
You're in Poland. Oh my goodness. Is it not incredible that literally we are all in different spots? I think the only two that are in the same place right now is me and Rhea. We're in Los Angeles. Jean, you're in, I forget where, somewhere more on the East Coasty area. Where are you?
New York.
New York. Oh, that's right. New York.
East Coast,
Yeah.
West
East
Coast.
Coast, baby. Yeah.
West
Rokia,
Coast.
where are you? You guys can all unmute yourselves. We can have a little group chat here, and then I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about what we have, and then we'll call it for the call. But you guys can unmute. Yeah. Arita, where are you?
England.
England. I love this. It's like it's all over the place. Ray, I know you're LA, and then Rokia, where are you?
I'm also in LA.
You are
Yes.
in LA too.
Yes.
Have I had you in person at one of the breathworks before?
Yes, I've
Oh,
attended
okay.
one.
Yes. Was
Amazing
it,
experience.
yeah. Was it Sunrise Sunday?
I believe it was at a studio out towards like Studio City area.
Yeah, at Liberate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, amazing, amazing.
Yes.
So, ladies, gosh, I love this work so much. And I say it every time when we get on here to do this, it counts every single time. And building community is so important. If this one feels really good, this is an opportunity. So Katie and I have put together an offer for y'all. It's for She Code. So She Code is a 8-week embodiment course where we're going to do different things every single week, but it's all on how to finally get our true authentic voice out there. So by the end of 8 weeks, if you had a passion project, or if in your actual work you're like, there's a crunch here and I want to come at it from a different lens, that's 8 weeks where we're going to be accountable together. We're going to get on together. We're going to do this type of work together. You'll be heard by other sisters that are in the container, and we're going to finally put ourselves out there, but the truth of who we are, not the version of what we thought was curated or how it's supposed to be. I want like the rawest you to get out there so that you are in resonance with formula. I want that balance of all of that to come together. I know Jean's in there. There's a bunch of ladies that aren't on this call right now that are also in She Code, and it'll be on Thursdays at 10 a.m., which I love because we used to do evenings, but I get tired at night. But my Europeans, it was the only way to get you guys on there too. I have a bunch of ladies from Europe as well that are on there. So it's like 6 p.m. for you guys. So that was the best timing. So Thursdays, yeah, at 10 a.m. And the offer is, what is it, Katie? 40% off.
40% off. Yeah. I'm putting it in the chat right now.
Yeah. So if your body, I know the mind's going to come up with all these things. Oh, my time. Oh, the money. Oh, my this. Like all that shit's going to come up. I know it. But if your body's going, oh, fucking shit, there's something here and I just know I need to follow this. Like I invite you just to listen to that and to lean in and just see what kind of magic is so possible for us all in the next 8 weeks. And I'm excited for every woman that's coming in because each of you bring like a different code, a different piece of magic to the group. So I'm always so curious who ends up signing up because it's like, it ends up just being this incredible container, and everyone's bringing in a different medicine. And so my invitation, actually here, let me just pull up, I did make a little thing so I could show you guys just to make this a little easier for me to go through it. So I'm going to do a share screen for a second here, and I'll be about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we can all get on with our day. So let me do a share screen here, and I'll just put up here. Boo, 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 boo. It was in the, I think Katie, you made it on the Canva, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Oh, by the way, this is Katie. Katie's my assistant and my co-pilot extraordinaire. She's also an amazing somatic coach and does beautiful tea ceremonies and has been like my right-hand woman for the past almost, a year now, and was in She Code for the first round. And we just had it was a ride. It was an 8-week ride. And so this cohort, it's so interesting how different types of women show up, but all kind of going after something similar. There's always some type of synchronicity and theme. And so yeah, Katie, if you want to jump on and say hi for a second too, while I just pull up the thing I have here.
Yeah, it's been an amazing ride supporting everybody in She Code, and I'm so excited to do it again. It's such a special place, beyond the space that Michelle creates and holds is already so potent and energetically vast. There's so many things that we do and learn in this space, but we also have incredible guest facilitators that just add to the space even more, and every single person brings something different. So this cohort is already so powerful with the people that have joined, and I'm so stoked on the people that get to go through this next 8 weeks. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's such important work. Thank you, Katie. There was, I just did the European tour. I don't know if I met maybe some of you on the European tour, the Aquarian Renaissance. And there was a woman that I met, and she was like, I have to do a reading on you. And I said, I have a lot of people who will reach down. They're like, I want to do a reading. I want to do a reading. And I generally kind of have this ping to be like, oh, no, thank you. But for some reason, I was like, yes, give me my reading. And she gave me a 2-hour reading. It was the most incredible reading I had ever received. Everything rang so true. And I'm also I do readings myself, and psychic mediumship readings and regular psychic readings, but damn, did this woman really, really know how to tap in. And on it, I was like, can you be a guest for She Code? She's like, oh my God, I would love to. So she's going to be one of our guest facilitators coming in too, as well as what I mentioned earlier, the human design. I usually have 2 or 3. So yeah, that will certainly be a part of it. So let me just walk you guys really quickly through this. So this is She Code. So the discount is what was Embody 40. So if you're feeling that, just make sure you do it before midnight tonight. It's 40% off, and then tomorrow it'll go down to 30%, and then it's back to regular price. And then this is it. This is the final, push before we get started. So we'll see who ends up in this container. So She stands for Shine Her Excellence. So what I really truly, and I'm sure you can feel it even on the call, is just really, it's not an abbreviation, it's a frequency. It's a frequency of resonance. It's when we're in our truth, our authenticity. And I am here to hold you to that regard too, and to also reflect when you're out of sorts as well. And so there will be some coaching in there. I don't even like the word coaching too much, but guidance to find out within yourself what, where, why you're feeling stuck, or how you can step fuller into your leadership or your audience or whatever it is. And I will be the biggest cheerleader you have, and an honest reflector. I feel like when we get feedback sometimes from loved ones or friends, it's easier to take things maybe more personally, and I don't suggest it. I suggest always having someone super neutral that will give it to you straight, but with so much love. So that is something that I can certainly do for y'all. It's for the woman who feels burnt out from hustling, which I know if we all came on this call, it's because there was a cost to something. You don't have enough time, so we made it very time efficient, this playground. I don't like calling it a program, I like calling it a playground, because like you said, Joanne, or I think she might be off now, but adding in curiosity is part of play, and adding in that inner child is part of play. So that's something. We have 3 pillars: the soak it, wash it, wear it. So soaking in knowledge. So if we don't have the awareness, we don't have the knowledge, we don't know where to go with it. There's no direction to go. So actually starting to pinpoint it, then washing it, so rewiring our thought processes, our patterns, and then wearing the confidence, getting out into your leadership. I know Alita had to pop off too, but she knows she's a leader. she knows what she's here to do, but she's like, but how do I step into that? So this would be a perfect playground to find the voice, have full support from other sisters as we're doing it, and start getting ourselves out there in the most authentic way. So this includes its 8-week roadmap with weekly modules. It's a 2-hour group coaching container at this time every Thursday starting next week. There is a bunch of live breathwork and meditation sessions that are in a library we have for you guys that you can do anytime you want. The special guest speakers are also on there, and you'll receive exclusive discounts on a whole bunch of other things like retreats and different events that we have coming up. In addition, we have there's private group chat support. That's right. So this time we added, it's either going to be WhatsApp or I'm looking at Telegram. I'm just trying to decide which one I like better. I'm working on that this week, but there will be one-on-one voice support. So as you're working through something, there will be certain hours of the week where you can contact me outside of the group coaching container and have some one-on-one where I can help you process certain things as well. So that's like a really beautiful add-on, especially at the price of 50% off. It actually is, yeah. I would take it and run. If you're a yes, I would just take it and run. And so yeah, so my goal is to have a deeper connection to yourself, your relationships, to feel healthy, energized, inspired, to improve your focus and attention, which is a whole thing. I could probably do a whole workshop on just ADHD for all of us, for women, and hormones and all the things. More me time in your day, just all these beautiful things. Like we are going to learn how to still do what we're doing, but feel good while we're doing it, and that counts. So yeah, so it's Embody 40. If you guys have questions, put them in the chat for me. The other 2 things I would love to mention is we actually moved the Sacred She. This is for plant medicine. So anyone who's ever been curious to do a deep dive with psilocybin, which is a mushroom. I've been doing these beautiful women's ceremonies now for years, and I've helped hundreds of ladies, and it's so crazy. Every time I talk about it, it makes me emotional when I talk about plant medicine because it changed my life forever. And the reason we're even on this call is because of my plant medicine journey. It showed me who I was and allowed me to really show up in a way to be me, which was insane that I could just be me and I didn't have to add anything or take anything away, and that was enough. So anyhow, this is happening September 12th to 14th, and I have 2 spaces, and this is to do the deep journey. There will be a beautiful private chef. It's in Joshua Tree. It's epic. So if you have questions, you can email me about that. And then lastly, we have Sedona. Alita was in Sedona last year. I wish she was still on this call. She's in there, actually. I think she's like the 4th or 5th to the left. No, she's on the right. She's 4th to the right. Sedona is epic. Again, 2 spaces as well. No, actually, it's 3 or 2 spaces left for Sedona. And it's a 5-day all-inclusive. You get a private chef. We do beautiful ceremonies and activations and hikes and workshops and paint ceremonies. I have someone coming down from Europe. Her name's Millie Mayer. She was in our last She Code as well. She's doing a paint workshop, so it's going to just be so beautiful. There's so much goodness happening in this. So if that's something you're interested in as well, you can apply now for that. And I think that's it. I think that's all I got. And if anyone's interested in one-on-one, I have 2 spaces left for September if you wanted to do like actual private coaching in addition to She Code, which we have an option for that as well. You'll see it at checkout. This time next week, we start. Let's go, Jean! And we're going to make some cool shit, and we have the accountability every week. We're going for it. So sometimes it's a timing thing, but if your body's going now, it's now. Just listen to that beautiful cue. And Katie, you put the link there in the chat for signing up for She Code. If you ladies have any other questions, jump on a discovery call. You want to ask more about it, I'm happy to talk to you. I'm honored to hold spaces like this. And yeah, it makes me emotional just getting ready for next week and just seeing what the heck we have in store for us. We don't know. We're doing it the feminine way. So I have a plan, but that plan can always move around depending on what shows up. So I love you all. Thank you for doing this work. And if you have any questions, I'm here. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Yes.
Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome. Bye, Jean, Rhea,
See you next week.
Rokia,
What's your
Rita,
name?
Slava. Yes, Alexandra. I love you all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.